country, they believe that. But the question is, how old is the baby in the stomach of the mother? 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, 4 months, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. When do you stop? When do you say you can't do abortion now? Because by 9 months, you've seen the baby when it comes out, right?
Yeah.
Arms, legs, face, brain, heart. So in that situation, you're killing a child, right?
Yeah.
So it's not abortion, it's killing a child.
Yeah.
So then that's the question that you ask. When's the cutoff point? When can you say that you're not allowed to do it? Because in this country, you can do it pretty much whenever.
Yeah. So the question.
So we say you can't.
Yeah.
You can't do it whenever.
Yeah.
So between 1 to 3 months, there's difference of opinion. Between 1 to 3 months, if there's a valid reason, otherwise you can't.
So the question I asked him was like, why do you like choose when science, like, why do you choose when science believes when life has begun, like when life has begun?
Very good question.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah.
Is that you? Yeah.
Yeah. So,
MashaAllah. Because they do believe at conception, that's it. Life has begun.
Yeah.
So technically, anything after that,
yes.
it's life.
Yeah.
Because they don't believe in the soul, right?
Yeah, but the question is, like, do we believe in the same thing? Like, do science believes that?
No, we don't.
We only believe in Allah.
Yeah, so we believe, according to one opinion, that you can do abortion up to about 120 days. After 120 days, you can't. Before that, if there's a reason to abort the child, which you guys are young, I can't go into, but there's certain reasons that you can abort the child, but you can't do it after 120 days.
I know the reason.
You know the reason. Yeah, exactly. So those are the reasons, and there's certain circumstances. Well, there's certain situations. That was a very good question, though. Did I answer it?
Yeah, you answered.
You can ask me in a different angle.
Now you answered it completely.
Yeah. And what was your question?
You said it like if something is created, it has a beginning. But if Allah was to create it, then it doesn't have a beginning.
Exactly. Yeah. So you were asking. Yeah. Any other questions, guys? Because then we're gonna have to. You're right. So. So any other questions? Yeah. Any other questions?
Yeah.
Yeah. Alhamdulillah. When you remember
What's the
them,
maddest thing that's ever happened to you? Like here.
the maddest thing.
Maddest thing.
Yeah.
The maddest thing was somebody that came and said that they're a prophet.
Oh, and you said you're not a prophet. You're barely human. I'm a prophet.
Yeah. That was quite mad.
That's funny.
She thought this was on. She kept speaking over here, but it wasn't even on. And there was another one. He claimed something mad, but I don't want to repeat it. Like they believe in some mad stuff in it.
What, like a sect one?
No, they just use disrespectful language that I don't want to use. But all I'm saying is that stay close to Islam, because without Islam, the world is gonna confuse you guys. Yeah, there are a lot of crazies out there. That's all I'm gonna say.
I got a question.
Yeah.
So you see how when people start deriving from Islam, what are some of like the key telltale signs to like how people start using their faith and how you get them back on?
So if the first sign of somebody falling off the religion is you'll see they stop doing the things that are obligatory, that you have to do, like salah. We pray 5 times a day. If someone stops praying, it's a red flag. If someone doesn't check the ingredients of the food that they're eating, it's a red flag. Someone starts disrespecting their parents, being disobedient and disrespectful to adults, it's a red flag. So these things show that a person is going away from Islam, and you should speak to them on a level. And first, the best thing to do to help bring someone back is ask them, is everything okay? Like, you can't go wrong with a question. So ask them, I haven't seen you at the mosque. Is everything okay? What's going on? And then just listen. Hear them out. Nowadays, people love talking. But credit comes from listening. If you're a good listener, trust me, you're going to be a good friend. You're going to be a good son. You're going to be a good husband. You're going to be a good dad. Someone that can't listen, problematic. Because you just want to hear your own voice. Someone only wants to hear their own voice. People don't respect that person. And you'll notice it. Just ask somebody when they're feeling sad or something like, bro, what's going on? You want to talk about it? Open-ended question. That was good. That was a deep question.
Shit, so what can we do against the far rights right now? Because they're all saying, oh, like, we want to get back our country. Well, we want to do all of that. So what can the Muslims do right now that will benefit us the most? Because, you know, it's like...
So you say to them, yeah, we want to help you get your country back as well.
Yeah.
Say, yeah, we're with you. So in other words, get them to open up what they mean by that. Get their country back from who? From what? From the, oligarchs, the big companies, the really rich people that are sucking the country dry, and who? What? The ethnic minorities, the black people, the brown people, the Muslims, who? So you have to get them to admit it. Yeah? So conversation, back and forth. Well, we want to get our country back. Oh, okay. So who owns the country then? Well, a brown guy called Ahmed. Who owns the country? Who's the leader? Because before Keir Starmer, who was the leader? He was an Indian guy. Doesn't seem like we're taking over the country. He was an Indian guy. He was the leader of the country. He wasn't a Muslim guy.
Is it like
Obligatory?
For us to like become strong Muslim, because we live in that society like where people can like randomly attack us, like we live in that state.
The answer to that is actually the answer to your previous question, which is what do we do against the far right? The best thing you can do against the far right is two things. Number one, learn your religion. Learn your religion so no one can come up to you and mislead you about your religion, or tell you, oh, you believe this or you believe that. Say, no, technically speaking, we actually believe this and we believe that. That's very important. And number two, learn how to speak. Yeah, read books, don't watch movies. You're gonna watch movies, but don't replace books with movies. Because with books, it'll teach you patience, it will teach you vocabulary, it will teach you sentence structure, and it will teach you pacing. Yeah, learn reading. Yeah, read good books from good authors. None of this garbage, like David Williams, the gangster granny and all of that nonsense. Yeah, not that stuff. Read like proper book, Charles Dickens. Yeah, read like good authors that have good English. Quran is Quran. You can read the Quran in English, but that might be a bit complicated. Yeah. Now, yes, it's good to read it in stages, but what I'm saying is to improve your English, because how are you going to defend your religion? How are you going to defend yourself? How are you going to defend your family if you're not able to articulate yourself? If you're not able to communicate, you know what I mean? How are you going to learn how to communicate? So even with books, you know what you do with books? Yeah. What happens when you come across a word that you don't understand?
Search up in the dictionary.
Search up, highlight it, underline it, have a dictionary. Just go, hey Siri, what does discombobulate mean? Discombobulate means when you are and it'll give you an answer. Write it down. Yeah, write it down. And use that word. Don't come at me. Man's gonna discombobulate you. Like, use it in your vocab. Start using it with your parents. Yeah? So that's what I would suggest. Learn your religion, learn how to express, and practice your religion. The best thing a Muslim can do is to show his Islam. Yeah, people, unfortunately, they don't read the Quran and the Hadith. They read you. So if you guys go around doing mad stuff, they're gonna say, oh, is this Islam? Unfortunately, that's what's going to happen. They're going to record and they're going to put it online and say, yeah, this is what the Muslims are doing. So you don't want to give them that excuse. You want to show them what Islam really is. And you know who said this? Habib Nurmagomedov, the MMA guy. Yeah, he said this. People don't read Quran, Hadith, they read you. So be the best version of yourself. And you guys are doing good, mashallah. You're with the youth club and you're asking really good questions, mashallah. These better questions than I get from some of these adults. Honestly, some of the questions from some of these adults, it's not very intelligent. I'm going to be honest. Yeah? And there's even some people listening to this conversation, I've heard them say concerning things about Islam that I honestly believe you guys would have a very good response to. So, yeah, stay true to what I've said, inshallah, and ask good questions. Carry on asking good questions, inshallah.
Full mics on your chest.
Well, that's what it is. That's what you got a good question, brother? No? Oh, fantastic, fantastic. So any other questions before you guys leave? Because there was some solid questions, not gonna lie.
So you know when you're spreading dawah and stuff, what are the main things you should try and like tell someone who is ignorant or like doesn't know about Islam?
So if someone doesn't know about Islam, the best thing you do is you ask them what they don't know, rather than assume. Sometimes you might be given dawah for 10 minutes, but he didn't have those questions in his head. So you ask, what is it that you misunderstand about Islam? Or you could start with saying, look, do you believe in God? And start with talking about God. Yeah, do you believe in one God? And just look, if there were two gods, they would disagree about the color of the leaves. They would disagree about the same thing, and they would, fight each other. There would be a contradiction. Yeah, so that's how you do. You can start speaking about God, or you can start speaking about a question that they have. Yeah, but remember, it ties into the point that I said, listen to the concerns they have and respond to that. Then they're most likely gonna listen to your response. If you ask me, how many sides does a triangle have? And I say, yes, a grizzly bear weighs 4 tons. And, he's found in this country. You're going to be like, that doesn't answer my question. And I'm like, yeah, thanks for that. Bye. Do you see? It's both of us talking past each other. So that's the best thing to do. Ask what their misconception about Islam is, and then respond to that.
Wait, one more question. Many people in debates here, I look at it as why would you use science as a point of view in Islam? Putting it as Allah told us not to eat pork because it could do this to the body. Do we actually use that point of argument, or do we take it that Allah commanded us not to eat pork and we do not do it? So what do we answer to this?
That's a very technical and a very good question. A lot of adults fall into this mistake. They say, oh, we don't eat pork because it gives, it harms the body or this or that. The main reason that we do things or don't do things pertaining diets and many other things is Allah told us. Yeah, Allah told us to do this, Allah told us not to do this. That's the first reason, and Allah's wisdom is more than any other individual's wisdom. That's the first reason. Then you can say there are secondary reasons that we can guess. And one such reason is, studies tell us pork is harmful for the body, it does this, it does that. But that's a secondary argument, i.e. that's not your main argument. Your main argument you need to make clear is, Allah told us not to do it. Allah is God, He created everything, He's got the wisdom, He's got the knowledge, He's got the picture, we've got the pixel.
Yeah.
Picture, pixel. Yeah? So we've got the small thing, I spend 1 hour researching every day, you're going to know all of knowledge. No. But does Allah know all of knowledge? Yes. So He, in His divine wisdom, knows this is wrong. He puts it as a test for us. Khalas. First reason. Then we give other reasons, but they're not our main argument. Yeah?
So we put science on the debate argument at last.
Second, yeah. Second and beyond. First is always the ultimate, the Quran, the Hadith, what Allah tells us, especially when it comes to halal and haram.
Sure.
Absolutely. But if you're talking about existence of God and everything like that, then yeah. If you're speaking to somebody and they believe in science, then your answer will have to talk about science to some degree. But ultimately, just use common sense, use logic. Yeah, say, look, everything around you has a purpose. Do you have a purpose?
Yeah. We all have a purpose. Go on, pray.
So yeah. So we have a purpose to know God, to love God, to understand God. So we say that's our purpose. You can ask him, everything that has information has a information giver. Doesn't come by itself. We have DNA. Who knows what DNA stands for? If you say this, I'll be really impressed. It's a long name. DNA.
What's the first one?
Nuclear.
What's the first one?
He's close. He's
What's the
close.
first one?
D.
No, obviously D.
No, D. D.
Oh, D.
Deoxy.
Deoxyribonucleic acid.
Come on. MashaAllah. Deoxyribonucleic acid. Yeah? Big dog, mashallah. Allahumma barik. Yeah? Even many adults don't know this, yeah? So yeah, if you look at the DNA is an instruction on how, we are created. Like our eye color, our arm, how many fingers we're gonna have, and all of this is an instruction guide. Yeah? So where did all of this information come from? Because information, if you see a random dictionary, you just believe that all of those words came by chance? Or Shakespeare, Shakespeare, yeah? Which play of Shakespeare you guys learning? Macbeth. Yeah, so Macbeth, do you believe that over, millions and billions of years, all of those letters can come by chance? Of course not. So all of our DNA can come into existence by chance? No. So these are logical, common sense arguments that you can use. There's a bit of science in there, but it's common sense. Yeah? Anything else? Mashallah. You guys have blown me away today. Jazakallah, guys. Assalamu alaikum. Inshallah.
As a free lesson.
Absolutely.
Allah bless you, man.
Ameen. Thank you, brother.
Yeah, keep going, yeah?
Inshallah. Thanks.